Your Galaxy device is the ultimate production device in pretty much nearly every aspect. I've partnered with Samsung to give you an in-depth look into how to use your Galaxy device for video production. From the inception of video ideas to editing, all the way through to final upload. In this video, we're gonna be talking about how to get that really beautiful shallow depth of field, one that's very similar to the kind that you get on a 50mm lens. This is a 50mm lens. It's staple in pretty much every photographer's bag, and one of the main reasons is that it captures really beautiful depth of field photos. And if you're a videographer like myself and produce YouTube videos, if you do anything that requires any form of B-roll, B-roll is the kind of video that you usually cut to. Here's some B-roll. It looks especially cool and intimate if you're using a 50mm lens. You can get really close up with your subjects. You can put a lot of focus on details because of that shallow depth of field and get the viewer's eye to go to something really specifically. And above all, it shouts really expensive equipment. Smartphones these days are incredible, and if you've got a Samsung Galaxy device, there is an array of lenses that can help you replicate this look that you don't need to go out and get like a professional DSLR in order to do that. You can get professional looking footage with a camera that's right in your pocket. So firstly, I'm filming this video on an S10 Plus, and all the footage that you're going to be seeing of the 50mm shot and all this shallow depth of field B-roll footage is going to be caught on an S10 and an S10 Plus, so you can have a look at it. So what lenses are on the back of the S10 Plus? Firstly, you've got a zoomed telephoto lens that shoots at 12 megapixels, an ultra wide 16 megapixel camera with 123-degree field of view, and a regular 12.3 megapixel lens. Using these lenses effectively is how we're going to work out how to get this look. Something that a lot of people don't tell you is that when you are filming with a 50mm, you actually are quite far away from the subject. The lens is covering that space for you. When you're trying to get a normal frame with a 50mm lens, you have to stand quite far away from your subject. By standard, by default, it's quite zoomed in. Because of this, I highly recommend trying the telephoto lens on the back of your S10. It allows you to get a very crisp image. It's more zoomed in than most, and it's actually for taking shots traditionally that are further away from you. But if you use them to take up shots that are close up, you can really get some serious detail on them. Remember, you have to light your subject properly. That's an important part of all kind of photography. No matter what lens you're using or whatever kit you're using, you need to make sure that your subject is lit properly. Once you've got your subject in either beautiful daylight or in a studio, like some of the shots that you're seeing in this video, using the telephoto lens to get up close and personal allows us to choose our focal point carefully. As you can see, by tapping on the focus point, we're getting a serious narrow depth of field. To make the illusion even bigger, make sure there's a bigger space between subject matter and the background. You can get even more of a blur out of it. Make sure you tap different parts of the screen to push and pull focus between different aspects of the footage. That gives it a really authentic look and feel, like you are manually trying to find the focus of your subject, which gives it a very intimate treatment. And my last bit of advice, once you've got your B-roll that is steady cam, you've held it with your phone, you've got up close personal with your subject matter, you've got some really beautiful crisp clean footage, try get a couple of options with a tripod. That way, if you're handling any of the objects in your video, like a product of some kind, then the camera focus on the things that matter. And that's it. It's as simple as that. That's how you get your 50mm look and feel with your Galaxy S10. I'm doing a whole series of these for content creators who potentially don't have high-end camera gear. You've got one of the most powerful devices in your pocket to make videos. In fact, I've shot this entire video on my S10. This is with the front-facing camera in 4K, which is pretty insane. So stay tuned. In the next coming weeks, we're going to be doing some really exciting stuff with Samsung. So let me know what you guys have done with your S10s and with your Galaxies. Have you been able to produce really exciting video footage? This video series is about me teaching you guys how to turn your mobile device into an extremely powerful, an extremely powerful video production device, no matter what platform you're using, Instagram, Twitter, or even YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cutaways. Cutaways for intensity. What? I don't know. It's like one of those ads where someone goes, put the dab in somewhere. I don't know. Am I live or something? Bam. Boom. Boomboozled. Bam. 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 Bamboozled. Okay, I'm closing this. I don't know why I did that.